Alcohol has long been a source of inspiration for mankind. Every now and then we have a little drink, maybe a couple of drinks. Then confusion sets in. What's happening to us? We start pondering our existence. We start thinking about life, the universe. We get confused. Then at that magical moment when we've had just enough, we become enlightened. We become drunk philosophers, the smartest beings in the entire universe, where all the greatest ideas come from. Sometimes the greatest ideas in the world are thought up on a drunken night. Welcome to Drunk Philosophers.
God, I love that intro, man. I love that intro.
The smartest and greatest beings in the entire universe.
Ahoy!
Hell yeah.
We're here for another episode of Drunk Philosophers. And as y'all can see from the topic, the question that we have today is, do we need the government? And when we talk about the government, we're going to be talking about what aspects of the government, if you had a utopian society, what role would the government play? What role should the government play in today's society? And what role, I think y'all are going to be surprised with how this goes down. More surprised than, if y'all have preconceived notion of where you think that me and Jimmy lined up on the government, I think you're going to be sadly mistaken, and I hope that you listen. But let's talk about Let's talk about this channel. Let's talk about what this stream is about, and let's talk about before we get into it. And I will get to the people in the chat, and I know we do have a super chat, and I thank you, but we'll get to you just in a second. So Drunk Philosophers was born from an after party. And after that after party stream ended, me and Jimmy were sitting there having a discussion off. It wasn't live. And you're like, you know what? Fucking people just need to have these discussions out loud.
Yep.
And it was one of those discussions where you're like, oh shit, I don't know if I should say this stuff because, it might get me canceled or people might get offended. Here's the thing with Drunk Philosophers. We don't give a shit if you're offended.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do, we're actually going to speak our opinion. We're going to speak our mind. And if you don't like it, I don't know how to say this any more politely. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Because it is our opinion.
To the sign up here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's our opinion. And if you don't like it or if you're easily offended, this is not the place for you. Because we may say some stuff that's controversial here. And hopefully what we hope to get out of this is that, one, you see people going outside of the norm of being in the dark, secluded place and having discussions, and we're opening up to the world. And hopefully, maybe sometimes your views may be challenged a little bit, and we would expect you, if you are a follower of me or Jimmy or any of that stuff, we would expect you to actually listen. Don't shut it out just because it's opposite of what you may think.
Yeah. Actually
listen, and maybe I know what's going on with political stuff in today's world since 2016 and Trump. I don't give a shit about all that stuff.
I would say it started back in the 80s for me, man. So
it has, but I'm saying it's gotten very prevalent to where if you are left or right, you're the enemy of each other. And that is not true, because me and Jimmy are completely opposites in every way that we believe the government should work.
Yeah.
And how we believe. But I'm telling you right now, without Jimmy, I wouldn't still be on YouTube. He's one of my best friends. I love him so much.
Oh, shucks.
And I wouldn't do this show. I wouldn't be hanging on a lot of the other streams. I wouldn't have been at 210. I wouldn't have been in the stuff without him.
Nah.
But we have completely different points of view, and we can have discussions without considering each other enemies. And that's what we want y'all to do. Listen to our point of view.
We have some deep ones sometimes. Deep ones. Yeah.
So listen to our point of views, listen to our explanation, and plus we're drunk, so there is zero filter.
The reason that we do drunk philosophy is because it does lower your inhibitions. I think you get a truer message from your soul when you're a little bit enlightened. And believe me, Groovy and I, both of us are putting a lot on the line doing this show because both of us are in positions where this could go bad for both of us. But because we love what we're doing and we believe in this so much, we're willing to do this.
Well, and then in 191 days from now, we're going to have the greatest drunk philosophers ever, and we're just going to talk about the military and what is their purpose. And I am just going to light this shit on fire. But today, our topic is the government.
Play that beautiful bean footage, man.
Yeah, let's. I haven't even seen this yet, Jimmy. So
this is good.
I didn't do a sneak peek.
I'm kind of proud of this one. That's
all right. So, by the way, all the intros, timelines, the countdowns, all that stuff. Jimmy has put all that together. He just keeps me around for the pretty face and the discussion. So, everybody,
I just keep you here so Kathy Bates will show up. That's why.
That's true. Everybody, let's get into tonight's topic. And cheers. Here we go.
Ooh, I love putting that little creepy edge on shit, man.
But before we actually get into the topic, I completely forgot, and you forgot to tell me, Jimmy. Because we're both drunk.
Yeah.
We gotta say hi to people, and there are people that gives. So let's talk about who's here first, and I promise you, people, we're gonna get right into it. So we got Chatio, we got Lone Star, we got Eileen, Blue Form. What is Blue Form's name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Sorry,
Ahoy,
Nikki.
Nikki. We got Axe 212. I love that Jimmy is sitting here clicking on stuff, so I don't have to scroll through all this stuff. We got Neighbor Girl. Ahoy. Mayberry gave the $5. Now, what do we give for Mayberry for $5? I think for the first time, we need to give him the boobs. We need to give him the boobs. So thank you very much, Mayberry.
Yeah, I love her eyes. I
don't care about her eyes, man. I'm looking at from the belly button down.
She does have a nice belly button ring.
But so let me tell you, all the super chats and stuff, everything is going towards we're working on for both Clouds and Stouts and my channel, because we're with the team share thing. We are working towards the 1080p like stream yard with the professional, and then we can have 12 people. So that's what we're saving up for. So if you wanna give super chat and stuff, I'm not giving anything away tonight, but that is what we're working towards. We got some towards it last stream, and that's what we're working for. So we're here again talking about who's in the chat. We got Raven the Blackbird. Hello again, and ahoy, go fuck yourself, Raven. Did someone say drunk philosophies? Yes, we did, and that's what we're doing. Shark Homebrewing. We got Kathy Bates. Ahoy. We got Larry Baranzano. Yo, what up, y'all? We got Phil, of course. Everything spicy. We got Horse Love YouTube. He was on Tommy's stream with me, or she. I don't know who it is. He or she was on Tommy's stream, which is another person that is a new follower of the channel. And he's the kid that's in high school, the 16-year-old Tommy.
Okay.
He's a good kid. I like hanging out with him. He's a good person at heart. I look into his soul. Good person. And then we got Bradley Whitworth, 877 cash now. He is here. We got CB. We got Saucy Shane. Ahoy, brother. We miss you. Great video yesterday, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think that's his calling, man. I think the whiskey
yeah.
reviews.
We got neighbor girl here. Oh man, how far are you down? How many chat is there? There's a lot.
Dude, it's scrolling, and I gotta
we
get
got
to another super chat here.
Ahoy! All right, Axe is here. We love Axe, and if Nacho's here, Nacho. Ahoy!
Thank you, Kathy.
Kathy Bates, best. What do we give Kathy Bates,
man? I gotta get like Kathy, like a male stripper or something, or just a.
No, you know what? I think if I like it, Kathy will like it, and I'm gonna show the jumper. I want to see what the jumper is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kathy Bates. Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
I like that. And then I like this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Kathy Bates. All right, we got Lep. And we've already said Phil. God, man. Come on, Jimmy.
I'm trying, man.
Joe is here.
Chatio.
We got Chatio. We got Peppers in Kentucky Living.
Yeah.
And we have.
Oh, look at there.
Robot Scott. If we do not have guns, then what will we do with tax money? I believe that's going to come up. And Nacho.
All right, we are caught up. Holy crap, dude!
Right. Man,
for a secret stream, I can't believe we got 27.
Yeah, we have 27 people watching.
Holy crap, dude!
I understand. Like usually, I'm like, I don't care about the thumbs up or the share out. I don't care about the thumbs up or thumbs down. You can thumbs down all you want. I'll give a shit. But share this shit out because I think, you know what the challenge is. If you're in here, I want you to share this out to somebody that maybe has the complete opposite political view as you. And we're going to show you how to have a conversation and disagree, but not be enemies.
Sometimes we yell at each other, but we're not enemies. Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're going to give each other mouth hugs. It's cool. All right. Are you ready?
Government. I think first off, we define.
I need to pour another whiskey while we're.
So first thing we got to do. Oh, hold on. Kathy wants you to shake something groovy. She's not satisfied with Sporty Spice.
You know what, Kathy? Here you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, Kathy. You're welcome.
I need to rock that mustache and do a squirrel impression. Ooh, man, I look so weird when I shave this beard off. I look like I'm 13.
Give me 1 second. I got to respond to real life. Hold on.
Yep. All right. So I think since we're talking about do we need government, I think the first thing that we have to do is define government. And government for me is a group of people entrusted with my money to take care of mine and my family's well-being and to provide me with the lifestyle that I'm used to having. Man, that sounds so left-wing. That sounds so lefty. But for me, that's why government exists. That's what they're here for. And yeah. Well, and Groovy and I both have some real life situations going on tonight. So y'all bear with us. We're both working through this. But this show was very, very important to both of us. So we wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, there you go. I knew you'd be happy with that, Kathy. Let's see. What else?
I apologize. The fluid was going through, and drunk philosophers, that means you have to pee a lot. So.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so I've gave my definition of government. What is your definition of government?
With government, are you talking about there's different types of government? You have state government?
No, I'm talking about government, period. Government.
Well, see, you have to differentiate because you have state government, and you got federal government. Because we're
Yeah.
talking about U.S. And if you're outside the U.S., it may not apply to you, because then it may apply to the world government. So you have
Well,
state government
So,
and what
so,
they're in
so
charge of.
again, I don't want to get into the gray area. I just want to know what the definition of the word government is.
Okay,
To
so we're going with government first, and we're going to break it down from there.
yep.
All right, so government is oversight by people. Now, in a perfect world, this is oversight by people that are elected. Elected, key word. What was the key word, Jimmy?
Elected, like Joe Biden.
Keyword elected, not chosen. They were elected to be in those positions to speak for the people. And what is the purpose of that government? What is the purpose of those people that you elected or to speak on behalf of the people? What is their purpose, Jimmy?
Now, at the heart of this conversation is: do we need government?
I understand, but we have to understand what it is before we can say if we need it or not.
The purpose of a government is to keep us simple-minded animals from destroying each other, and to keep our species progressing to the future. That's my.
Did you
That's
just say
my.
fucking progressing? You
I
fucking
did. I did.
liberal piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm down with the squad, man. The squad's sexy as shit.
Oh no. Fucking horse mouth bitch.
AOC is hot, man. Come
No,
on.
shut the fuck up, dude. Her bug-eyed horse teeth. No.
All right.
What I'm saying is the government, they're elected. The purpose of those elected officials in the government is to speak on behalf of the people. This is going within the state or federal. The whole purpose is the government is to, one, I don't believe that the government as we know it today, we have the legislative, we have the judicial. You're clicking way too fast. I can't read.
Oh, okay. So Phil says it's all about law and order, and we know where that's coming from.
We will get to that, Phil. We will get to law and order.
That's going to be the topic. I think that's going to be the topic.
I need government because I work for the government. Without the government, I would not rely on begging. And I also work for the government, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think the government should regulate how I do my job, and we will get to that discussion here shortly. And anybody on YouTube or the government or FBI or anybody that's watching, this is my personal opinion. It has no reflection on the U.S. military, the U.S. Army. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, this is my personal opinion, but I will still fulfill my obligations and traditions of the U.S. Army, and it is not against the U.S. Army.
Yeah, nobody is advocating anything here. We are just speaking our opinions.
But I believe the government is a representative of people to represent those people of who they were elected by. And I'm going to tell you right now, before we get into any of these discussions, if you are not representing the people that you are elected by, and you go into personal interest, you can go fuck yourself. I don't believe in you, and you are a tyrannical government at that point when you are going for self-interest instead of taking care of the people that voted for you and took care of you.
Oh, man.
But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, and that's what I believe the government is. I believe that's what the definition of the government is to adhere to the people an accepted rule of law and government the people have accepted to be governed by. Not a higher class, not a person that says this is how you will live your life. They are elected by the people, so they will follow by the people as a representative. Once you start being against that representation, you are no longer the government. And I'm going to be very careful with how I say some of my speech tonight, so everybody pay attention.
And if you see me drop groovy, it's because I don't want my brother to get in trouble. So it's nothing. It's not because I'm trying to win the argument. But if I think he's going into somewhere he shouldn't, I am going to drop him down because I love him and I don't want to see him getting the shit.
That's good. That's good. Highlight. Stop clicking on stuff. Hold on. I can click on stuff too. The views and opinions of those of Groovy Squirrel, not necessarily those of the chat, YouTube, or Google Incorporated. Viewer discretion advised. Cancel at any time. Offer not valid in Texas because of Lone Star. I am from Texas, motherfucker. That's how we roll.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now, I'm pretty sure there are going to be other words that are going to be thrown around today that we also need to define definitions.
Okay.
Such as socialism,
Mm-hmm.
communism,
Yeah. Capitalism. Yeah.
And before we get into it, if there's ever talk of right and left, we're not talking. I will try to refrain from. I point blank up front. I am not a Republican. Everybody, I'm a conservative. I'm a libertarian conservative.
Mm.
And Jimmy is not a liberal.
No, I'm not at all.
And he is not a leftist, or we're not extreme left or right. We just
I
have
know
certain
a
beliefs.
lot of people think I'm super left leaning. I am. I lean left in a lot of things, but I'm definitely not a fucking liberal. I'll tell you that.
I'm just saying. I think some of the discussions tonight may surprise you on where we land on certain topics, because most people have this idea of what a left wing or right wing or whatever. I fucking hate the left and the right thing.
Yeah.
How about this? How about we just vote or follow people that believe in the stuff that we believe in?
I am a progressive.
You're a progressive.
Am a progressive. Yep.
I'm a conservative because I believe in the but what is a let's start with that. So what is the progressive? What is the definition of progressive?
This is how I imagine the whole progressive, conservative, left, right thing. This is how I imagine the whole thing. I want you to imagine our country as a giant teeter-totter, right? And either the closer we come together, the more balanced it is, or the farther we go apart, the more balanced it is. And we're at a point in this country where nobody is willing to take a step forward because of social media, because you're going to get whatever answer you're looking for on social media. Nobody is willing to take a step forward. Everybody wants to take that step back. So if the right wing take a step back, the left wing has to take a step back.
And don't worry, Nacho, that's why we're going over this stuff now, because we can take labels out of the mix. We can say this is what our definition is. And I promise you, me and Jimmy will joke around, but we don't label each other.
No.
So we have a good discussion.
So the problem, I think the problem is right now is that people are labeling themselves right. So they got to take this step back. They're labeling themselves left. They've got to take a step back. And we're just getting farther apart to keep the balance, but it is toxic. Like, we're going to break that fucking teeter-totter in half eventually. And we got to start taking steps towards the middle. That's what we got to do.
Are you saying to meet in the middle? That was a good, I think that was, what was his name? The country song. Meet in the middle.
Man, that was one of me and Marshall's songs. You start walking my way, and I'll start walking
my way. We'll meet in the middle at that old Georgia line. See, I'm saying, why can't we just meet in the middle? Sorry, I apologize because I'm really drunk and I can't.
Well, let me tell you why social media is. It's because it's more about winning the argument. It's more about that little zinger meme that burns the other side than it is about doing what's right for this country. That's my opinion.
All right. So to start this conversation, Jimmy, and I know you said you want to start with me, but I can't because I have to pose this question to you.
Okay.
We talked about the definition, left and right. We do believe in different things, but I can tell you right now, we're not left and right. We just have different beliefs on how the world would be better off.
Yep.
Everybody agree with that? We're good?
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy.
Yes.
In your, I don't want to get too existential, but in your utopian world where the world is right, The world,
Yes.
everything is just right.
Mm-hmm.
What role would the government play in your? I don't want to say the world. I want to say the United States, where we live, who we are citizens of. In
Yeah.
your utopian United States,
Yeah.
where would the government take part in that? What do you believe the government? Well, hold on. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm listening.
What role, before we even start, what role do you believe the government should play
I think
in
the
s-
government,
in our society as a whole
the government,
today?
because
Not what you
yeah,
want to believe, but what
no.
they play a
I,
role in what they should do.
and you know what? Here's the common ground that I think we all have, and this is where Groovy is talking about that. Some of this shit might surprise y'all. I believe that the government should represent whoever's elected for that state, that part of the state. If they're the senator for Northwest Arkansas, like mine's Tom Cotton, he does, in fact, very well represent the people of Northwest Arkansas. But I just happen to not
You just
be
hate
of
them.
that mindset, right? But because he is doing his job, he very much is doing what he was elected to do, regardless of my feelings about it, because that's what a senator should be doing. They should be representing the majority of the folks that
The
elected
majority.
them
Are you talking
into
about
office.
51%? Or are you talking about like 70 or
I don't care
75%
if it's
above?
50.0001%.
Well, when I have a conversation later, I'm going to explain why I think it should be different.
Yeah. So now, as far as a utopian government, here's the thing. Here.
Like your not utopian as a whole, but
Yeah.
your idea of a utopian government.
Mm-hmm.
What role do you think the government should play in that?
The government should be there to free us. We are the United States of America. We are supposed to be living as free people. And regardless if it's a Republican government or a Democratic government, when's the last time that any of us have felt free? Where you get up in the morning, you do what the fuck you want, and you go to bed every night guilt free. When's the last time you felt free? Because I fucking don't feel free at all. Like I am pretty much locked into what I'm gonna fucking do. Uh, I love my job. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not opposed to hard work and getting reward for hard work. But at a certain point in the United States, you're not free not to work. Like you're not
Why
free to
not?
live. You're not free to do what you want to do. You must get up and work for a big ass company that the Democrats and the Republicans are both pumping money into. And if you really think that there's a difference between those two parties, you're a fool.
All right. So pause. Jimmy, explain to me your utopian government. Your
My
utopian
utopian
society.
government, my utopian government is a government that Star Trek. Star Trek. You get up.
You talking about federation?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Federation
Federation.
works 7 days a week.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they are performing duty 7 days a week, but they're not working one day of their life. They are fulfilling their destiny. They're not working. They're not getting up and throwing cases of fucking groceries down the line.
Now, are you saying they do their job because they love their job and they believe in a higher purpose? So you're talking about morality.
No, I'm talking about they do their job because they fit. That's what they're like. And believe me, I have no idea how you're going to determine everybody's aptitude as far as the job that they should be doing. But for me, that would be the utopian future is that you get up every morning, you work hard because you want to, because what you're doing is important to you. And there we go.
I'm sorry. I look at this and I keep seeing this thing. Denmark. Yeah, when you have a population of a 1/27th of the United States population, you can have all these great things. But once you start paying for all the population, all that stuff, it doesn't work out that well. And I'm not negating whatever you say. I
Yeah.
just knew that was going to come up, and I had that statistic ready. So
Well,
I'm just ready.
and Katie, believe me, the United States has the money. They have the
Oh,
money.
we're gonna get to that. Don't
Yeah.
don't skip ahead.
We have the money. We have the resources. We could totally do the Denmark shit if we wanted to.
No, you say the government has the government does not have the resources. Individuals have the resources, but we will get to that, my brother. We will get to that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm a socialist.
nope, I do not care about the 1% in your fair share of taxes. We'd be fine. No, they would not, and I will talk about that here shortly. What I want to know is, Jimmy, what role in your utopian government, where it is the greatest thing that America could ever be, what specific job does the government play a role in that? Because what is the role of government is to enforce whatever laws or anything that's implemented, right? What is their actual fucking job in your utopian government? In your, this is the greatest America could ever be.
They make sure that our roads and are good, that we can travel around freely, and I'm all about a universal health care. There's no way anybody should have to worry about fucking getting sick and ruining their entire financial life for getting sick. No way.
Here's the thing: you talk about universal health care, and this is one of the I'm excited because this is a discussion we had at work today, and we had a really good debate about this. And I apologize. See, this is the thing with Drunk Philosopher. I pregame because I want to see what type of discussions will come up. And
that's why I was trying to get him to lead into this. He fucking wouldn't do it. Like,
if you are to say that universal health care, that is fine. And we'll get into Jeff Bezos and all that stuff and their taxation and all that stuff. We'll get into that. Trust me. We have an hour and a half and all that good stuff. We're going to get into that.
Oh, yeah.
But we're just all of this stuff that you say that you believe in, all this stuff, and what Katie is saying in the thing, we believe everyone should get universal health care. But the problem with people that say the government should not regulate borders, right? You cannot have universal health care if people are saying, oh, we're going to take in every illegal immigrant and they're going to get access to universal health care. We cannot afford that.
Hey,
would you agree with that?
Well, here, Katie's got an interesting viewpoint. You've been in the military for 20 years.
Yeah, military families essentially have socialized health care.
You have not had to worry about any of this for 20 years.
This is correct because I have paid into it. As much as you say, oh, it's free. It's not free.
No, I know it's not free. I'm just saying, but this is not a concern that you've had.
Socialized health care is if you are going to have universal health care for everybody, it is a socialized health care. But in socialized healthcare, you talk about all these countries like Denmark and all these places that have. See, this is a problem with having facts before and then getting drunk and not being able to remember the facts.
Oh, that's good.
We talk about Denmark. We talk about all these other foreign countries that have these socialized healthcares and like all this stuff. Guess what? They also don't allow illegal immigrants or anybody. Yeah. And I'm not against legal. I'm against illegal immigration. I'm not against immigration. But all these things that we keep saying. I will
say this, Travis. You are correct. Those countries, those northern European countries that are so
if you're
renowned,
illegal, they kick you the fuck out, and you don't have access to any of that shit.
They don't fuck around with it at all. As we're in the U.S. We're pretty much like, because this is a capitalist society. If you're going to come in here and make us some money, we're going to find a way to get you in.
I would say corporatist. Corporations.
Yeah.
Because there are certain corporations that take it. Capitalism is just having competition between multiple organizations.
Capitalism has been so perverted, though, man.
That's why I'm saying it's now corporatism. It's not capitalism.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Look, we agreed on one fucking thing. There you go.
All of those foreign countries that have all this socialized medicine, they're like, oh, America could do that? No, we can't. because we've been saying that 11 million illegal immigrants have been living in this country for the last 40 fucking years. And trust me, I'm pretty sure there's more than 11 million illegal immigrants in this country, but I'm just saying.
Let's talk about the government and illegal immigration. Let's just do this one right now.
All right.
Why are those illegal immigrants coming up here?
Corporatism.
Yeah, and who is paying our lawmakers to make sure that they can come on across the borders?
Corporations.
And that is not a Republican or a Democratic thing.
And that, I believe, that is why. Go with your train of thought, because I have to pee.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. So Groovy's going to have his earbuds in. He can hear me. He's going to hear everything I'm saying. Like, you got to understand, it all comes down to the money. It comes down to the dollars. And I don't care if it's a Democratic president, a Republican president. It's going to come down to the dollar bill. Now, our last president, I will tell you, he made a big stand and he made a big speech about all this, but he was buying into and profiting as much from that as anybody else was. If you think otherwise, I don't know. What do they say nowadays? Do your own research. But I would say that, but you know it's all bullshit. Somebody's going to tell you exactly what you want to fucking hear on the internet nowadays. But just how exactly do you feel about it? The wall, really? Do you think that the wall was actually going to stop anybody? My government shouldn't be building a fucking wall. That's not going to stop a damn person. Have you ever heard of a helicopter or an airplane or a ladder? You're not going to stop people with a fucking wall. The only way you're going to stop people is to shut these corporations down from hiring them. If you truly want to tackle illegal immigration, it's got to start with the corporations, not a fucking wall. How about that, Travis?
Okay, so again, I was listening the whole time. I heard you bash the last administration. That's cool. That's cool. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. When we're talking about, because you said the topic of corporations and illegal immigration.
Yeah. I
corporations,
think
corporations make money on illegal immigration. That is point
hell yeah,
blank.
they do. Yep.
And I'm about to piss some people off, so everybody be ready. Y'all see the TV MA? Shut the fuck up. This is my opinion. We have heard about this 11. No, you cannot hear me peeing because Phil, just calm down. People have been saying about this 11 million illegal immigrants. They've been saying this since 1986. Just so y'all know.
Before that
number,
like
no, I'm saying that 11 million number has been coming out since 1986. And people are like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to kick out every illegal immigrant? I can tell you from my perspective, absolutely, every single one. I don't give a fuck, and it's gonna hurt for a minute. It's gonna hurt, but illegal immigrant. I'm a law and order legal, and if anybody's offended by that, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I'm telling you, that's my opinion. I will take every single one and I'll kick them out of the country and they will come back in legally and then we'll have the people to fill the jobs. I don't give a shit. Maybe that will force people to actually change the government to how it is to end process and be good and go quicker.
Well, it's like I said, if you want every illegal immigrant in this country tomorrow to move back to their home countries, you got to crack down the people that are hiring them to do these jobs.
Absolutely. I want every single one out, and I want all the corporations to be charged money. I want everything. I believe in the law.
Do you think a 20-foot wall, Travis, do you actually think a 20-foot wall is going to do more? Or, like I said, cracking down on the corporations that are hiring?
I do not care about the wall. I don't care about anything. All I want people is to follow the law. If you catch them at the border and they're illegal, kick them the fuck out, and I don't give a shit. I don't care about their family. I don't care about their plight. I don't give anything. As long as if they're coming for amnesty or something for religious or political persecution, then you can let them in. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I don't care about your plight. And I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings. I don't give a shit. My feelings are put out. I don't care.
All right. Phil, with all due respect, my brother Phil, you're in Michigan. You're way the fuck away from this wall. You're way the fuck
I
away.
am on that wall, and I would like a wall.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would like a wall because it's not a one all be all, but it will help. It does give them the extra six
It
to
will not
10
stop
minutes.
them.
It
It
will
might
not stop
slow them
them, but
down
that
in
will
some
give them
spots.
time to actually apprehend. That is true. It is
But-
it is a step in the process. It's not the whole process, which everybody says, "Oh, if you build a wall, you stop illegal immigration." No, you fucking don't. It is a step in
No,
the process.
I believe me. As far as immigration goes, I think legal immigrants all day long. Like I would love for this country to be able to just take as many legal immigrants as we possibly
Legal.
could.
That was the key
And-
word. Legal.
And
That's all I care about.
and
Legal immigrants, we welcome you, we
Yeah.
love you, and I have no qualms with you. Illegal, you can go fuck yourself, get the fuck out of my country. I don't give a shit.
well, oh man. Okay, let's go deep. You ready?
Oh, we're ready.
Oh shit. I'm gonna throw this out, and I don't want to seem like a bitch, but I really gotta pee. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna be right back. Government role with illegal immigrants. How much shit have we stirred up in South America that have created a lot of these folks to come to our country for some kind of relief? And
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm not bitching out on this. I will be right back.
I got you. I will cover you till you get back. So, South America and the government's role into rebuilding and formulation of governments in South America, Middle America, Africa, Eurasia, all those places. It is not the government's prerogative to go and build other people's government, but I don't believe it's also the government's role to actually implement our way of thinking on other countries. I believe the government's role as a whole, is to take care of the laws and regulations implemented by the United States in the United States and enforce the border. And everybody's like, "Oh shit, he sounds like a white supremacist." No, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not. I'm a nationalist. I believe in taking care of our country before we take care of other people outside of our country. I don't believe that we should be sending $25 million to Saudi Arabia for gender studies while there are still veterans living on the streets suffering from alcoholism, drug addiction, and not having a place to live. I don't care about the other countries until our country is taken care of. I do have a feel for the plight of other countries and we can help them, but after we take care of our own country. So I do not care about your social agendas about how other people are hurting until Americans, citizens, and this is where I think and I'm about to piss off a lot of people. You ready, Jimmy?
I'm
This is
ready.
where I think the movie Starship Troopers had it right. I believe being a citizen is a right. I believe if you are a citizen, you have to vote. I believe as a citizen, it would be good for citizens if they were to have to do 2 years in the military service and understand what they're getting into. I believe as a citizen, you are required to do stuff as a citizen. If you do not adhere to citizen policies, that you should not be able to vote. I believe you do not have a say and you should get the fuck out. And that's where my line draws, where if you are a citizen, you are obligated to this country, not the world, this country. You're obligated to take care of this country, and then we can take care of people outside. But you people that are out there that do not vote or do not go and say, "Oh, well, my vote doesn't matter." Guess what? Then you should shut your fucking mouth and your opinion doesn't
Stay
fucking
the
matter.
fuck off of Facebook. Stay the fuck off of Facebook. If you didn't vote,
Rant
if you've
complete.
never
I'm
served,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, and Groovy, I do agree with you on this. That I do believe that citizenship and the right to vote should be earned. Because there are so many armchair quarterbacks on this shit. Like,
sorry, Vanessa Kitty. I absolutely do want the draft. I absolutely do want, because right now in America, the males are the only one that can get the draft, and y'all are talking about equal opportunity and feminism. I believe the females should be accepted into the draft as well, because we're talking about changing all of these standards to the female thing. And I know I'm in the military. I believe there absolutely should be the draft. And if you have the right to vote and you're saying I want equality, then you should be in the fucking draft and you should be able to be drafted.
Well, listen, there are many. If folks didn't know, there's actually 8 uniformed services of the United States. That it goes well beyond the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, and the Navy. There are actually 8 uniformed services. But I do think that if you want to come up here and bitch and rant or get on Facebook and spout off a bunch of toxic shit, I think you should earn that. Like I think you should earn that right, because there's so many people that have never done shit for anybody else in their life, but they want to sit there and just stir up a bunch of bullshit.
Do you see what Larry put? I completely agree with that.
Vote or shut the fuck up. Fuck yeah, Larry. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Larry.
How members of the military, how many citizens 18 or older? Guess what? That's why citizens 18 or younger 17 or younger can't fucking vote. Because if you can't be old enough to join the military service and serve, you don't have the right to say how the government or the military is run.
Can I go back to Larry's comment real quick?
You actually can.
Okay. How much do you think my vote counts here, Travis?
Do you want to talk about votes now?
No. How much do you think my vote counts where I live?
Depends where you live. So you live in Arkansas.
You know where I live.
If you are a blue card carrying liberal rah AOC card carrying member, your vote means jack and shit.
Yeah, but I'm still going to throw it out there. I'm still going to cast it.
So are you saying that you're going to go and vote, even though you know that your state is going to go a separate way?
You fucking right.
You're saying I did my fucking part, so that way you can say your piece.
My voice has been heard.
And I completely believe that is how every American citizen should believe, because I believe that if you do not vote because you say my vote is wasted, you are the reason that your vote is wasted. You are the piece of shit that hides out in the shadows, and that is why your vote is wasted. Because let me tell you what I believe the government should be. Well, let's talk about laws.
Let's do law. The law.
I am the law. Let's talk. Oh shit, Vanessa. 18 or older can vote as a compulsory service. How do you give tens of millions of citizens into service? What?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If we had the 18 to 22-year-olds all serving this country in some service,
it'd be a different.
It doesn't have to be military. Some service for this country, for the rest of the citizens. I'm telling you, things would be different. Oh, and look at me up here, Mr. left-wing liberal guy, talking about this shit. I'm down with it. I think it should happen.
All right, let's talk about laws. Jimmy, do you know how many laws are signed into law every year?
Oh yeah. How many do you break every day?
How many do you know?
Yeah.
This is what I believe law should be. As much as I love America and the Congress and the presidency and the House and all that stuff, I believe
I'm cocked, man. Don't make me cock.
Everybody, listen. This is my own personal view, not the view of anything in the military, and this is how I believe America should run. I am not negating anything in Congress, the House, or anything else. I believe laws. So we talk about different types of government. We talk about the federal government and the state government.
Very different laws.
I could care less about the federal government. I think the state government should impact and oversee all. And I will tell you why.
Well, and I will just tell you, I completely fucking agree with you.
Oh shit! Really?
I do. I want to hear you out though.
Let me tell you about state laws and regulations. I do not believe. I hate the fact that we elect certain people to go to Congress and the House to vote on these laws, and we have two representatives out of fucking 7 million fucking people. I think that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So here's how I think.
Jessica, let me know how that's going.
Jess, ahoy. This is how I believe law should be formed. Because we have enough laws in the book that We don't even know what laws are on the books because they've added so much. Because laws have seemed to been added to as a personal interest for the people in Congress and the people in power. Laws work to their benefit.
Or
That's money.
yeah.
Personal benefit as in money. This is how I want laws to be written. I don't give a shit about the federal government. The federal government is there to ensure that laws of the hold on, Constitution. The Constitution should be implemented. That's federal. Everything else, it's not their fucking job. Now, state law.
Yeah, states are states.
Law. States are states. This is how I believe state law should be passed. I believe that every time there's an election, if there is a law that needs to be passed or need to be implemented, I believe it should be incorporated into every single election. And not a 50%. 51%. I believe that 70 to 75% have to agree on that law before it is accepted as a law within that state. Because I do not care. That's where it comes to, Republican, Democrats. That's where the divide comes into play. If you talk about human nature as a whole, if we're talking about morality, generally, if we get the left and right out of the equation, most people would agree that some things are good for people and some things are bad for people. And if you don't agree on that stuff, then you can fuck off because you're the outsider and you are not within the 80 to 90% of Americans.
All right. Hey, everybody, real quick. My son-in-law Trey's in the hospital right now. He's running 105 temperature. So whatever prayers, good vibes, or whatever you want to throw out, let Jess know how much we love her.
Person. I'm not a religious person.
I'm not either,
but I can tell you right now. We talked about this before the stream. I'm not a religious person, but I did pray, and I hope that everything goes well.
No, I appreciate it, man. Trey's a good kid. Trey is every bit my son as much as Jessica is my daughter. So we're thinking about you, Trey. Hope you get to feeling better, man.
And STD,
back to the government.
I completely disagree. When he's where did he go?
Which one is it?
This one right here. I don't think all laws should be voted on by the people. I completely disagree. I believe all laws should be voted on by the people as a whole. Because if they're too stupid to understand the law, that means that was not explained to them and they're going to be enforced to follow that law. So I believe that the government as a whole, as a state, should vote and have at least a 70 to 75% of the population agree to it. And I'm not talking about things that have been stapled on to or tacked on to make a pork bill. I want every single law, every single fucking law in this country passed by just that every single fucking law. I don't want any pork. I don't want anything else added to it. I want a simple, single law. And that's the only way a law can pass. And everybody else that's making millions and billions of dollars in our fucking government, then go fuck themselves. Y'all hear that? You see that banner? Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. So this is the weird part of the night where me and Travis started agreeing on something. And everybody, thank y'all very much. And I love you for all the love for Trey. Trey's my son-in-law. He's a son-in-law, but he's every bit as much my kid as any of my kids are. I love the guy, and I hope it all works out. Now, the federal government should be a small branch of the government that is only there to hold the state governments together. It should not be this giant fucking overbearing, super politicized. Why should Groovy? Why should AOC have something to say with what happens in my state here in Arkansas?
Absolutely zero.
She should have zero, right? And believe me, I'm not a Tom Cotton fan, but why should Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer, why should they have anything to say about my life here in Arkansas?
Let's talk about Tom Cotton. What percentage did he get the vote?
Tom Cotton, he is running this shit. Like he could fucking.
What I'm saying is, how much percent did he get the vote?
I think he got like 70% of the vote last time.
Okay, 70%. Would you agree that that's the majority of your state?
Oh yeah. And believe me, and I get it.
This is why I highlighted this as well. You know how long that would take? I'm okay with how long that would take because that means to pass a fucking law, it's not two people in a conference room agreeing to a law. It has to be the sign of the people. Do you know how many laws that are implemented in your state every single fucking day that you have no idea what the
I'm not.
fucking
I'm not
law
even
is?
supposed to be doing anything but missionary position in Arkansas, according to the law.
You say the plan is DOA. I'm saying in my utopian government where I believe the government should play and where everybody else should back the fuck off, that's how I believe the world should be. I believe the states are a higher power than the federal. The federal is there to back up and to embolden and bolster up, but they are
Can
not to infringe on the state, which is the people in that state.
can
If anything, every
yeah.
single one of the state government should be as if it was its own country. That's how
Now
it
now
should.
now can I give Katie some props for flying her flag?
I can't even
And
fucking
you
read
you
right now. I'm
guys
too
know
drunk.
it takes a lot of guts to fly your flag around on the internet nowadays. Katie, for flying your flag. I salute you for flying your flag and standing by your beliefs. That's what we're talking about. We don't have to agree on it. We just want to know the real person, and we don't have to agree on it. But for God's sakes, fly your damn flag. And all this pretentious, I'm afraid to get canceled bullshit. That's what's wrong with this country.
Oh shit. And then whatever you want to do above that and beyond is cool. Get as rich as you want. I just don't want to see any other tent cities or people dying because they can't buy the pills they need.
Now I am very much let me run for a little bit here, Groovy. Take a breather, man. Take a breather.
Can I go pee again? I'm listening.
No, yeah. I am very much a soft-hearted. I can't stand to see anybody suffer, and I would tear down a wall. I would open up borders. I would do anything to not see another human being suffer, and that goes against a lot of principles that a lot of folks in this chat and on this panel have. And I get it. I get it. But I am going to fly my flag on that. Human beings are human beings. And I don't care about the money. I don't care about the politics. I don't care about anything else other than I would do anything I could in my power to keep another human being from suffering if I can. But on that same token, and there's always a big but, right? And you guys see me in TikToks, tights. You know I got a big but. There's always a big but. The big but is this. We talked about voting, and I live in the state of Arkansas, which is a very, very, very red state. I vote the way I vote. I feel the way I feel. But at the end of the day, I do have to respect the wishes of the majority of this state. I do have to accept the fact that I live here by choice and that the majority of the folks here don't agree with me on stuff. And I can't whine and bitch and throw lawsuits up about every little fucking thing that happens here. I choose to live here amongst these folks that have voted differently from me. That's my choice, is to live here. And that's part of it. You have to accept that it's okay for you, for not everybody to agree with you. If you choose to live in a certain place, that's on you. You cannot expect everybody in that place to bend to your political will. Bam. How about that?
Goddamn. We haven't even got to what government should, in your utopian universe, what they should actually get to. But
We hadn't even got to
getting
where
some
our
good
government
debate.
came from, man. When we get to where our government came from, we're going to
Okay,
drop
so
off the deep
let's
end.
talk about. Katie says everything's spiced. I work with too many people with disabilities and mental health issues to believe that. Where he said that I believe people could take care of themselves. Now, I tend to agree with Katie on this, but again, exceptions to rules do not mean they're the majority. I believe people can take care of themselves, but there are people with disabilities and stuff. Now, I'm not one of those people that believe in eugenics, and if you get tested and you believe your child is going to be born with Down syndrome or any of that stuff, that you should terminate, as in some countries would believe, all those socialist countries where their Medicare is all paid for and all that stuff, where they believe that people with Down syndrome and stuff should be murdered because they are in uterine stages and they need to be terminated because they have Down syndrome or all those, those things that y'all care so much about. But what I'm saying is, I believe that exceptions to the rule can be taken care of, but when it comes to this is where the government and you have finances, taxation, and we'll get to taxation here in a fucking second. When it comes to being paid for, y'all could have all the greatest ideas in the fucking world, and I'm going to tell you right now, Jimmy, listen to me. And this is where we talked about where the definitions are. Leftists, not liberals, extreme leftists.
Yeah, leftist is a whole different ballgame.
Leftists believe that we should open our borders and let everybody in. If you want universal health care and we're going to take care of everybody, that is fucking impossible, because the only way universal health care or anything works in this country is if it only applies to citizens. Citizens only.
So you're saying you would have to earn that, right?
You would have to earn it as a citizen, just like Starship Troopers. If you want to have babies, you want to get all the benefits of the government, you have to actually put into the government.
This is the only place that we split on it is healthcare. I don't think that there's a human being on earth that should have to worry about getting fucking sick. That's what I think.
Really?
I don't think that there is a human being on earth. There is so much money on this planet, and there are so much capabilities on this planet.
No, stop. Here's the question. You talked about on the planet. We're talking about my taxpayer dollars to people in America. You're saying that my money should pay for people that are not citizens of this country, that do not pay into the system, that I should take care of their medical needs.
Do you think? Oh, okay. Let's get to where our government comes from and what it really is.
Before you get to there, I can tell you right now, if I'm paying my taxes, and everybody in the chat, be prepared. Here it goes. I don't give a flying fuck about anybody that's not a citizen, that does not pay taxes. I don't give a shit about their medical. I don't give a fuck if they die on the other side of the wall. Period. I don't give a shit, because it's not my fucking responsibility. And if you're upset by that, I don't give a shit. That is not my responsibility. That is the country that they came from. That is their responsibility. That's why it's called a nationalist. I'm not a white nationalist. I'm a white nationalist because I'm white and I believe in taking care of my country before I take care of others. I'm not a white nationalist in the liberal front that they say that I'm a white nationalist, like white supremacist. I'm not. I believe in taking care of my country before I take care of other citizens. I do not care. And Jeff Bezos could take care of a lot of shit, but guess what? He took all the risk and he can do whatever the fuck he wants with his money because it's his fucking money. And if you start taking his money away from him to feed the government, guess what? That de-incentivizes people to gather money or to take risk to build companies. And then you have a poor-ass country like Saudi Arabia or Venezuela or any of these places that become socialist.
Should our government tax Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all those? Should they tax them more than they do?
No, I believe they should taxate them the same price they taxate but they don't. Hold on. If I'm a middle class citizen and I want them to tax they tax me over $50,000 a year.
Yeah,
I want them to tax the same percent as the people higher. I don't want any more.
So like a 20% flat tax. 20% flat tax.
Not flat tax. Flat tax has a bunch of different connotations. He doesn't owe shit. He took all of the risk. He took everything. He built a company. And this is where me and Jimmy disagree.
We're fixing the split right here, y'all.
Now, where I'm saying there's a difference between corporate, and capitalism. Okay? I believe the government should break up monopolies to where one person does not have the power to overtake other people, so they have the opportunity to gather and build their own company. Period. I believe capitalism prevents monopolies and is able to bring other companies up to build competition. If Jeff Bezos made 180 million, guess what? He took all of the risk himself. He put all in the money himself, and he built something. He took all that to where he could either be bankrupt or rich. Guess what? Jeff Bezos made those fucking decisions. He took the risk, and he could be desolate in LA Square right now, but he's not. He's rich because he fucking hit it right. That is what America is. If
Very
you're going to
lucky.
punish him, if you're going to punish him for being rich, then you are a fucking asshole and you're a socialist. And I do not believe that you have the right to other people's money that they earned that you did not take that risk to earn.
Okay, I'm not a socialist, but I do know that Jeff Bezos and my beloved Democrats have enabled this shit, and the Republicans have enabled this shit.
Yeah, both sides.
Where they have
that's why I said at the very beginning of the stream, we're not liberals or conservative or Democrats. That is not what we believe in. I do not believe in the government, different political parties.
No, he did not. He did not call you an asshole. But listen, our government is so embedded, and assholes like Joe Biden, who've been in government for 45 fucking years, they are so invested and so into this, like Jeff Bezos and fucking man, I can't say the other family, but you know the other family I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know.
All these super billionaires, they get their money and they cannot pay any taxes because they have control of our senators, of the presidents. Look, we all get hung up on presidential elections, right, Groovy?
Presidential elections don't mean jack and shit.
Presidents don't mean shit. Presidents don't mean shit. You gotta look at the Congress. That's who runs this fucking country, and all those assholes have been there way too fucking long. All of them. The Nancy Pelosi's, the fucking Mitch McConnell's, all of them. They've all been there way too fucking long.
Is Chad still here? Is Chad still here?
Yeah.
If you are here, Lone Star, I need you to expect to at 2 hours. This is when you need to set up the
50 more minutes.
After you have 50 minutes. So at let's say at 2100 hours, 21, 21, 10, 21, 15 is when you should start the after party, because I am having trouble reading the chat now, and I'm still going. I'm just letting you know. Okay, keep going, Jimmy.
All right, and look, of anybody that I disagree with more politically, Phil, I would disagree with more politically, but as far as being a good human, I think Phil's one of the best people I've ever met in my life. But we don't agree on shit politically, right?
Really?
Yeah. I haven't met you, man. We haven't mouth hugged yet. You know.
I'm telling you, like I'm. The very first thing I want everybody to know that as soon as we show up, I'm gonna have somebody filming it. I'm gonna go hand Marcel my camera, and the very first thing we're gonna do, mark my words, Jimmy. You and me are gonna lift up our shirt. We're gonna connect nipples. Just because it's the very first thing.
Look how hairy mine is, though. You gonna be able to find
I have a hairy nipple as well.
Mm-hmm. I got Austin Power nipples.
So the government. People that have power.
Yeah, who has the power?
It is not the left or the right that has power. I believe corporatism. Now, this is the difference between capitalism and corporatism. Corporatism is where you have monopolies and they have control over everything of the new monetization that comes up with different capitals, right? I believe in capitalism where there is equal footing. If you turn on your iPhone or your Android, right?
Droid.
And you open up your internet. What is the first? What is the settings that comes up with your search if you were to look on the internet?
Okay, so we're talking about our all master on YouTube, our all master
Well,
Google.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is the thing that is the search engine? What is the automatic preset of your search engine?
It's going to be Google. Bing's
It's
trying.
Google.
Bing always tries to make a run for it, but we're all like, "Fuck Bing!" Like I'm going to Google.
I'm telling you, I go into my phone and I set my corporation of search to DuckDuckGo. I do that automatically. Every time there's an update, which they try to change it every time, I go in and change DuckDuckGo. What I'm saying is, all these people that y'all have problems with on the left or the right of corporations, y'all keep giving them power. Y'all always give them the power because you keep voting on the people that keep voting in that fucking power and do not complain against these corporations. Everybody in the government, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a member of the government. I'm not speaking bad of the government, but every single thing in the government that y'all disagree with, y'all fucking voted for.
Yep, you
And
did.
this is where I believe that it should change. I do not
We
believe that it
did.
should.
Not y'all did. We did.
We did.
Yep.
I'm saying Texas is doing pretty well. I'm just saying. I'm saying with all of these, we talked about the federal and state government. The state government, I do not believe that 2 or 3 people should decide the state government of what their laws are. I believe that it should pass at least a 70 to 75% of the voters,
Mm-hmm.
not a delegation. 70 to 75% of the voters should vote on a law before it becomes law in that state. And yes, they're like, oh man, nothing will ever get passed. Good. Do you know how many laws are passed every fucking day that you have no idea how to fucking follow that fucking law?
Okay. Let's go a whole different direction. You ready?
All right, let's go.
What is the exact role of, and I'm not just talking American government, I'm just talking, what is the exact role of government? And is it because we are such brutal animals that we have to have a brother's keeper to keep
No,
us
it's because
from
we're a bunch
killing
of
each other?
pussies and we don't take accountability for ourselves.
See, I think it's like of all the scenes, The Walking Dead. Like I'm 15 years behind here. So
Okay,
of all
well,
the things,
let's say The Walking Dead happens.
yeah, of all the scenes on The Walking Dead, which one bothered me the most, Travis? What do you think?
I think it's the government that bothers you the most.
It's the one where the marauders come through and Rick's in the bar and the dude's like behind the bar trying to talk Rick into setting his gun down, and the fat dude behind him's
Oh, you're
like,
talking about episode 1, motherfucker.
yeah, the dude, this is way back, way back. So the dude behind him's talking about like what kind of women do they have in their group, that's how I think the world would devolve into without some kind of government control. That's what I think it would devolve into, because I think people are such animalistic. I don't want to have to get up every morning and kill 10 fat bastards on my lawn to keep them from fucking with my
Are you
family.
saying that greed and humanity complexes is what drives people?
I'm saying that the key role for government for me is protection of its citizens. That's the key
Holy
role.
fuck, do we really have... I don't even have 33 people on my live streams, man. We have 33
yeah.
fucking people here watching. Welcome, everybody. I hope you all enjoying this shit.
If I was going to pay any group of assholes that have been there too long to make sure that the rich keep getting richer, anything, I want to make sure that my family is protected. That's the main
Absolutely. And everybody, for $2.99 a month, you can join the Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic Squirrel Army. And
I got to make you a Squirrel Army
yeah,
deal, dude.
But what I'm saying is, all these things that we pay for, if the Walking Dead were to happen, let's say the Walking Dead happened, the U.S. government, the federal government as a whole collapsed. There's no money. There's none of that stuff. Jimmy.
It's just me punching you in the face for your food.
This is what we have. The government has collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
You, Jimmy, are mandated to install a new government.
Yep.
What, and I'm asking you this, like, for reals, what stuff would the government actually control? What would you write into law if you were to design a government? What would the government control? What would they have to do?
The first thing that my government would have to do is protect citizens uh, from the marauders, from the
Outsiders?
well,
Outsiders?
no, from like the Genghis Khan type conquerors that would come through, and they would come through.
Outsiders. Bam.
Yeah.
Borders. What's next?
No, it's not borders.
Oh no,
It's
it
not.
absolutely is borders. You talk about the
Do
new
you
Walking
think?
Dead season where the
Okay.
Whisperers lead the heads
Do
around
you
saying, if
think
you
I'm
pass
more
this thing, we're
worried?
gonna
Do
fuck
you
you
think
up.
I'm more worried about outsiders in my area or the people that are here in my
No,
area?
I'm saying you have to worry about the people that are here, but the people that are outsiders have ideas different than what your community that you actually built were.
Yeah.
You're
My
worried about that, are
my
you not?
community is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but to worry about your community, you actually have to worry about outsiders as well. You have to worry about your community from outsiders that have different beliefs than what your community believes. Am I not correct?
Well, let me address Phil real quick. I am all about the kumbaya and the love, Phil, but I will blow your fucking head off in a heartbeat.
No,
for
fuck
my family.
Alexandria, man. I would shoot every single person that comes to that gate that's not a walker. And if you're like, oh, I'm an individual person, yep, guess what? Unless you can show me your fucking camp and where you come from, bam, you're blasting the fucking head. That's how.
Well, look here. Even my sister Katie is going to defend her family. We're all going to defend our family, right? That's our first. That's the first thought in your head is you want to make sure that your family is okay. Family first.
That's the problem. That's the problem. What is the government supposed to be? It is supposed to be your family on a larger scale. You have your family, then you have the community, which is your family on a larger scale. You have the state government, which is a larger scale. Then you have the federal government, which is a larger scale. But all of a sudden, in this world that we live in today, that
It's
family
reversed.
at a larger scale all of a sudden says, you know what? Outsiders and everything have a say on what we fucking do or what we should fucking say or we should have all this stuff. And that is where the divide in America and the world today happens. You have certain lines in the sand.
Yep.
And every single day, as much as y'all hate this, there are outsiders that are encroaching on that line. And then there are people inside this line that are saying, hey, it's okay for them to encroach on. I'm telling you right now, I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I'm a constitutionalist where I believe in the Constitution.
So
Period.
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
care about anything else.
Yeah.
We take care of our country before we take care of other people.
There are people, Travis, and I think we're going to agree on this one. There are people that will prey on the things that you're worried about, and they will prey on the things I'm worried about.
Absolutely.
And they will absolutely turn us against each other. But just like me, you, Phil, Katie, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you are going to take care of your family.
I'm going to tell you right now, I will take care of when this is real life. And even though Katie is on the different spectrum, she's still my family. I would tell you right now, if we're in let's say the Evil Dead actually happens, and we're a community where it's me, Phil, Jimmy, Katie,
let me hit STD with this real quick.
Oh shit!
Oh, thank you, STD. That's for you.
Look
at the look in her eyes.
I don't care about her eyes, man. Do you see her fucking thighs? I love how the swimsuit is like kind of tucked in because she's slick. She's slick. I like it. But what I'm saying is, we talk about left and right and all that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I care about my family because I'm telling you right now, if it was someone that was on the right, if it was as much as Jimmy likes to think he's left, he's actually very centralist. And if Katie is on the far left, I do not care if they're in my
just saying
if they're in my family. If they're in my family, I would give my life for them. I would fight the horde for them. I would die for them because they believe in a higher calling as a whole. I do not care about left.
Let me ask you a question, Travis. Say you're on the side of the road and you are getting stabbed to death, right? And you're getting stabbed to death, and then they're going to take your family away and do God knows what. If Joe Biden or Donald Trump was passing you in their motorcade, do you think either one of those motherfuckers are going to stop and lend you a hand?
You don't want to hear my opinion on this.
Now, do you think I would stop and lend you a hand?
You would.
I would fight to the fucking death for you.
And that's why
That's what folks have got to remember. It's not about these fucking politicians. Yeah. It's not about politicians. It's not about politics. It's about family. When it comes down to it, Joe Biden wouldn't piss up my guts if I was on fire, and neither would Donald Trump for Groovy. They don't give a fuck about us, but I would give my life to defend Groovy and his family, and vice versa. I know he would me and my family. So
Jimmy,
that's what matters.
Jimmy, look at me. You see me right now? I know we're drunk and we're looking at each other.
Yeah.
Right here. Jimmy, you see me?
No, I see you, man.
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I would die for you, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about, right? We do not have a government. We do not have a government that will die for us. We have soldiers.
I am part of the government right now.
No, we have soldiers that will do their duty. But when it comes down to the government, the actual government, the Congress, the executive branch, the legislative branch, no.
And as much as I believe in the original Constitution, the legislative all that stuff, it's become so polluted that I believe it should be a state convention that anything 70 or 75% above should be voted into law. Anything under than that should not be passed a law. It should be hard to pass a law from all the new laws that come into play every single fucking day. There's no way that a normal citizen would be able to understand the laws and to be able to follow the laws. Now.
Oh, all the love. Look at all the love in the chat. So many people. And I think that's the conversation that was really going to bring it home for folks. Who's going to be there? Who's going to stop their car on the side of the freeway and save your ass?
I'm telling you, I do not care if you're right or left. And I have seen it time and time again. I've done it time and again. I do not care who you are. Human being, you are a person that is struggling. I will give you everything to make sure that you're okay. Everything, including life.
Well, see, and for me, here's the biggest and I think the biggest difference between me and Travis is I don't see the point in the borders as far as being a human being and helping each other out.
See, human being, but again, when we're talking about monetization. When it comes to our country's taxation and monetization, citizens should get that money before anybody else.
So Walking Dead, take the money out of the equation. You see a group of family that it was an illegal immigrant family before all this happened.
I don't give a fuck
some
about
horrible shit's going down.
That has no correlation between action and where it comes from reaction from money and pay.
Well, but I'm saying that we've lost the humanity in our government completely. We have become about borders and money and bullshit when it should be about if I see somebody in trouble, I want to help them.
Fucking 30 minutes, dude. I'm drunk as shit.
We should be, as human beings, we should be about, if you see somebody else in trouble, help them out. If you can help them out, help them out.
Chad, get ready for 2100. That is when you're going live.
But we have devolved into worrying about fucking money and tribalism and bullshit and fucking
why does it have to be
ourselves.
Tribalism?
But because, dude, like, man, you're a red guy in a red state. I'm a blue guy in a
I'm not a red guy. I'm not a red guy. I hate
purple,
red and blue. I want to just believe in the fucking rule of law. I don't give a fuck about red or blue. Just follow the fucking law of the land, and then you are fucking good. That's it. If you don't follow the law, get the fuck out. There's no red or blue. It's just the law or illegal. Fuck
What
you
is
if you're not following the law. I don't give a
what,
shit.
what are the laws on sexual positions in Texas?
Sexual position in Texas, you have the missionary. You actually have doggy style, which has been added in the last 7 years.
We all break the fucking law every
All
day
I'm
of our
saying is
life,
I don't
man.
care about left and right. Can we just follow the fucking rules of society? If you are illegal, you don't get the benefits. If you're illegal, you are good. Follow the fucking rules, follow the fucking process, and everything is okay. But when you break those fucking laws of the processes, you're a fucking dick. And you're jumping ahead of other people, and you can go fuck yourself, and I don't give a shit.
The groovy is very much about we've had the equality and the equity discussion before. Groovy's very much of the equality, like we are all equal. It
Not
doesn't mean that
equity,
somebody gets a leg up.
equality. Give
Yeah.
everybody the same opportunity, but I don't believe in giving somebody the same opportunity to have the same ends or means. You have to earn that shit. It's not, oh man, I was, and I'm telling you right now, hold on. This is where people got pissed. I'm white, I'm black, I should start way up
Oh,
here.
no.
No, you should believe on the same pedestal, given the same opportunities. If you're able to get up here as a black person in America, which I hate fucking racism and all that shit. If you're able to get up here, that means you work harder, but you give the same opportunities, and there's no difference between the two. If a white person is lazy, he goes down here. If a black person is ambitious, he goes up here. I don't give a shit.
We've already done that one, dude. Let's not go back to
I
that
know.
one.
I just hate it to where it all correlates together. I am so tired of people having different perspectives. And they're like, oh, well, you believe this way. You believe this way. It's not that you believe a certain way. It's just you believe in humanity, but also you believe in stop freeloading on the fucking country that pays taxes and pay into it. If you don't pay into it, you don't get shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out.
Oh, Jess, man, I hope everything works out. Just keep us posted.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
Yeah, he does not have the Rona, but he's definitely a sick boy. So I'm glad you got him there.
I'm pretty sure I pissed a couple people off. I'm sorry if I pissed people off.
Mm.
Again, this is TVMA. It's just opinions, and
I don't remember when I went on my Tucker Carlson rant last
I know,
time.
but I'm tired. I'm tired of people separating from left and right. It's not left and right. It's just law abiding or non-law abiding. If you don't believe in the law, then you are non-law abiding. I don't give a shit. Just fucking be a fucking person in America. If you're an American, be an American. I don't care about African American. I don't care about Asian American. You are a fucking American. I don't give a flying fuck. Take racism out of the concept. Just believe in who you are and what you can do. If you're a freeloader, you can go fuck off. I don't give a shit. And if you're illegal, yes, I believe you should be kicked out. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you at this point until we take care of every single American citizen. We'll take care of you after we take care of every veteran or American citizen. I'm just tired of these fights. Everybody, fuck you if you're not on the side of society and America as a whole, where we believe in America. If you believe in taking care of everybody before you take care of yourself, you can go fuck yourself. You can go live in those foreign countries. I don't give a shit.
All right.
And I'm done.
So you're spent. That was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I pissed people off. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's exactly fine, Groovy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Is people need to fly their flags, and it's perfectly fucking fine to say what's in your heart and what's on your mind. There is nothing fucking wrong with it. This is not a place where people get canceled. This is a place where we are honest and true with each other. And if you can't be friends after that, well, then you weren't friends to begin with. You know what I mean? It comes down to being human beings, right?
I believe in taking care of human beings.
Yeah,
I do.
I know you do.
There are governments outside of American governments that should take care of their people and human beings in their country, but they depend on our country. And the problem is we're draining our resources and everything. And I'm an asshole when I think. I do not care about Ethiopians starving and Americans until Americans that are veterans that are taken care of that are starving in the streets are taken
Yep.
care of because they have fucking paid their fucking dues, and I believe they should be taken care of before we take care of people outside of our country. And if that makes
Anybody
me a
that's ever
nationalist, I'm a
served,
nationalist. I don't
yeah,
care.
anybody that's ever served to defend this country should never have to fucking worry about health care or food again. You know what I mean? But they do. They are the ones that are victimized the most. 9 times out of 10, if you come across a homeless guy or a homeless gal, they're a vet. 9 times out of 10, because they've been used, they've done their job, and then they get shit on, and they get left out in the cold. And you're right, Groovy. We should
honestly,
take
I don't
care
know
of
what's
those
going to
folks.
happen to me in 6 months when I retire. I have no fucking clue.
Oh, you're gonna be just fine.
I know people
you'll be
say
in
I'm
my
going to be
back
just fine,
bedroom.
but all these people that are just fine that retired or got out in Vietnam, I am scared to death in the next 6 months. What's going to happen when I retire from the military? I have no idea what I'm going to fucking do.
Now,
here's to show me that I have given 20 years of my life to this country, and our government, our fucking people are more worried about giving fucking money to foreign countries about fucking researching fucking feminine studies in Saudi Arabia than taking care of people in this country. I'm scared to death of what my family is going to become in 6 months. I know I put on a good face that I know what's going to happen. I have no fucking clue, and I'm scared to fucking death.
Worst case scenario, you guys are living in my back bedroom right here because this shit's paid for,
And
baby.
I understand that, but that's not a plan which I have built the
Yeah,
last 12 years of
I know.
planning what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it scares the shit out of me that people are more worried about talking about gender studies in Brazil than taking care of people like my family. And I'm not saying my family deserves any taking care of. We're good.
So,
but they're more worried about taking care of gender studies in Brazil than taking care of fucking veterans and families that have served the country for 20 years. And I'm not trying to say my family as a whole. I'm just saying in general.
yeah, they shit on vets. If you served and you get hurt, it's just like if you work at a corporation and you get hurt. If you serve and you get hurt and it's going to cost them money to take care of you, they're going to shit on you. They are going to shit on.
And that's what scares show me that the people that y'all have elected and say this is the best of the best, and these are the people that have informed the laws of our country, and there's people that have given. And I'm not saying me.
No, Groovy, I know where you're going with it,
I've done my shit, and I'm not saying I deserve anything greater than anybody else, but I've done my shit, and I've earned what I've fucking earned.
Yeah, and I know, and I really don't want you going any further down that because that would go into some super dark territory. There are folks that we owe everything to that are completely getting shit on right now. And their families, there's families of people that have given everything that are completely getting shit on right now. And it really burns people's ass and even burns my ass when those folks aren't getting taken care of. And then, like you said, we're giving Bezos these huge tax breaks. We're sending all this money to other countries and shit. You're exactly right. Our first priority should be the people that are paying taxes that have served. We should take care of those people first. We do agree on that.
I mean, Jimmy, I'm not saying I'm more deserving than anybody else.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not.
I just believe that people that have served and have given their life and their, not my life. I'm 37 years old. It's not my life. I'm going to live many, many more years.
Yeah, you're just getting started, little brother.
But I'm saying I believe that people that have devoted their life.
Hey, can I give Mick T the pool girl?
Oh, you can give whatever the fuck you want, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mick T. I know that's one of Groovy's favorites right there. Almost as good as that one.
Let me tell you, Mick T, after 20 years, I still don't know how to respond to that because it's a job to me. And I believe in my country and I believe in taking care of my country, but it is not something to be praised for. But the fact of the matter is, just like Social Security and everything in America, I believe that people have paid into Social Security, they should get their Social Security. I have paid, I've done my time, my service, and I have taken care of everything that you have asked me to do as a country.
Yeah.
As a soldier, I've taken care of everything that you've asked me to do. I fulfilled my obligation.
It is it's a hard fact of life that the very people and Groovy, let me do this. You don't say a fucking word, okay? It's a hard fact of life when you're in the military and you realize that the very fucking people that are commanding you, that are sending you off, don't give a flying fuck about you. They're just trying to make a few extra bucks on some side deal that they've got going on. It's very rare that it's actually about any kind of national security or defending the homeland or anything like that. It's a very rare occasion when it's actually that case. Every now and then it is. And I'm super proud to have been a part of any of that. And I know Groovy is too. But most of the time we find out that it's not the case. But he is doing his job. He's done his job for 20 fucking years. He is out there doing the shit that most people ain't gonna fucking sign up to do, and it's not so much the personal sacrifice. It's the ultimate sacrifices
It's
that
not
you've
the ultimate
witnessed.
sacrifice. It's not the
You've witnessed a lot
everybody
of shit.
understand. I will sacrifice for you, but I have not given the ultimate sacrifice. I would do whatever is asked for me, but I just hate the fact that everybody left or right or whatever. I hate being a pawn. I hate being.
Yeah.
I
So-
hate being what you want me to be in the future. I've done my fucking job.
Don't you hate when people scoop you up because you're in the military and they think, oh, he's in the military, I'm gonna scoop him up. He's gonna agree with every fucking thing I say. Don't you hate that shit?
We're not a monolith, and
Mhm.
I've done what I've had to do for 20 years, and I believe I've served my country. I just hate between the left and the right. I don't give a fuck about politics. I mean, I care about politics because I have my own personal beliefs. But for y'all to think like the military or anybody else has had a left or right leaning, nobody gives a flying fuck about that. We have signed up to do a job. Everybody understands that, right?
Yeah.
I have
Oh yeah.
trainees that come in left or right leaning, but I can tell you right now, all you people that think that the military is left leaning, I've trained people for the last 6 years, and not as I can tell you on two hands how many students have been left leaning and cares about your, I say your, but the liberal agenda. They don't give a shit about socialism. They join to actually serve their country.
Hey, back in the 90s, you can't believe how many people gave me shit about Bill Clinton getting elected. They're like, God damn, you and your fucking Bill Clinton. I'm like, I didn't fucking vote for Bill Clinton. Like, holy shit.
But I will tell you what my military service means to me. After 20 years, I'm about to retire, and trust me, when I retire, I'm going to have a lot to say. But for everybody here in the chat, left or right, whatever you believe in, I can tell you right now, whether what I believe in falls in whether you believe in or not, I would give my life for every single one of you.
And I believe
That is my job. And I would, as my job as a medic, I would save any one of you. I would do whatever I could to make sure that you are good.
No,
And
even as a
I'm tired of the left and the right.
oh
And I say this with tears in my eyes. I'm not even fucking joking. I fucking hate the way America is going right now, but there's only certain things I can say.
yeah.
The reason we do this is because we are tired of the left and right shit, and we hope that in the future y'all can fucking take what we say and kind of internalize it and make sure that it's not you, the person who is dividing these people in between.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell you right now, whether you believe in left or right, I can tell you right now. Let's go through the people. I'm just going on the people that are on my screen. Lighthaven, Kathy, Square Table, Kathy Bates, Beyond Seattle Leads, Bourbon Bounty, and all those. I don't care how you lean. I will give my life for you because that's my fucking job.
You know what I want to happen?
Lazy Nate, same thing. I would give my life for you because it's my fucking job.
Yeah.
I'm
What I
so
want to happen?
tired of the government
Hmm?
debate. I'm so tired of left and
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck. If you would just understand the government is here to work for you instead of fucking you work for the government, it would be so much better. I'm so tired of the fight. Can we just be one fucking nation, one
Can
fucking world, and take care of each other and stop fucking being fucking cunts on either side?
yeah. And can we start taking a step towards the middle of that fucking teeter totter? Because we're going to fucking break it eventually. We can't keep all taking steps back from each other. Uh, you gotta, man, and
Me
this
and
is
Jimmy have completely different
yeah,
divides.
yeah.
But I will tell
We
you right
got
now,
different, yeah,
if someone was to say right now that I'm about to go to Jimmy's house, I'm going to do something untoward or criminal, I can tell you right now, I would be in my car. I would be driving up with every single weapon I have, and I would go and defend his property. I would defend him. I would defend his family because he is my family.
yeah.
Everybody
That
else, stop dividing your fucking selves and
quit
just
trying
be
to win.
family.
Quit
It's
trying to
not
win
fucking
arguments.
hard.
Yeah, quit trying to win arguments about stupid shit that nobody like. The people that we're arguing about don't give a fuck about us. It's me and Groovy. You know
Stop
that.
worrying about the media. Stop worrying about all that shit. Get the fuck off of Facebook because it's not fucking real. Or Twitter.
Yeah.
Just talk to
No.
your fucking neighbor and realize they're fucking people.
Yeah. Sam's coming to egg my house, Groovy. You ain't standing for that shit, are you? I love you, Sam. But no, that's exactly why we are doing this. That's exactly why we are doing this.
I'm sorry, I don't
You
mean
don't have to agree on shit other than taking care of your brother, taking care of your sisters. That's all you got to agree on.
tissue paper,
And
towels,
and and it is
toilet
so
paper.
hard. It is so hard for people to let go. It's so hard for people to let go of the political arguments. It is so hard. Like everybody thinks that they're going to win. Like there's going to be this day. Oh yeah, I fucking nailed them. I'm going to win. You're not going to fucking win. It's not going to happen.
Because I can
Just
tell you,
stop.
me and Katie, Beyond Seattle Elites,
Mm-hmm.
we have disagreed on every single topic that we've ever discussed.
Yep.
And Katie, I'm sorry that I was not able to get to the different things where you can meet in person. But I can tell you right now, I would give my life for you. Because you're that important to me. Because you are family. Can we just stop dividing people?
The only way we're going to stop these social media algorithms is to stop fucking participating in them. That's how you're going to stop it. Marsha Dale got off of Facebook. You know why she got off of Facebook? It wasn't because of any other kind of bullshit other than exactly what we're fucking talking about tonight. The political shit with all of our friends and family got to be so much that she legitimately thought she was losing family and friends over this bullshit. And that's why she got off of Facebook. It wasn't because of any other drama or anything else. She just could not fucking do this shit anymore.
So here's the thing. Government where they should be and where government should take their place. I believe they should be put into enforced laws. Now, where do the laws come from? I believe that the state should take a position of the laws and any new law that is passed, because hundreds are passed a day and we have no idea what the laws are. So there's no way that we're able to keep up with the laws. I believe that the states should have to every year, every time there's an election, they should have at least 70 to 75% passed in the laws. They should vote on it, not just representatives of the state, but the whole state should vote on it. And that's how you become laws. Guess what? If you don't vote, the ability to vote has to be a citizen. If you are a person that has to pay taxes, guess what? You get to vote. If you are a person that doesn't pay taxes, you don't get a vote. Yeah, this is where Starship Troopers had it right. I'm sorry. Right now in America, we have a 20 to 25% voting rate, and that is fucking pathetic.
It is.
But we have 100% of the people that want to
Yeah.
bitch about what the government is doing. It's your fucking fault. So 70 to 75% of the people have to vote.
Can I address B Lady real quick?
Oh shit! Fuck, I'm drunk.
B Lady says she's never experienced social media as trying to divide or influence her.
Have you ever
Maybe
been
I'm
on
looking
social
at it.
media?
So me and Travis legitly straight up did this experiment. We brought up our Facebooks, and it was such completely different shit that was fed to both of us. It was amazing, and that was a real eye opener.
I'll keep going. I was just saying Larry's leaving. I just want to say goodnight.
Oh, it's all good. But yeah, Facebook is social media in general. You got to understand that's a business. It's about selling you commercials every bit as much as the old network televisions were.
Holy shit. We have 35 fucking people here.
Oh man, I'm telling you, 35, man. Just if we times that by 1,000 more, dude, we're gonna get world peace achieved by 2022. But listen, social media is all about money and selling you advertisements. People on the internet will agree with you. They will write up whatever you want to hear to validate whatever argument you're trying to win. So I'm not trying to invalidate anything anybody's saying. I'm just saying be very, very fucking careful with what you believe out there. You know what's right in your heart.
And that's where that divide comes from. And if you haven't noticed that Chad is doing the after party, our new brother in Clouds and Stouts, he's doing the after party, and he is judging our after party based off where we're at in the conversation because we didn't tell him
Chad's
this
like,
one
oh,
time we're
fuck.
ending. But let me tell you, all these people in chat, whether you agree with me or agree with Jimmy, I do not care. I do not care.
I think they agree with both of us, man.
And that's great. Let me tell you, YouTube, Facebook, all this stuff, they're corporations. There are laws that are passed in your state. There are laws that are passed by your Congress. There are laws that are passed on a national level that you have no idea what's going on. You don't. Unless you research or you're a follower of any of that stuff. But I can tell you right now, we talk about what the government plays a role in society as a whole. If you do not vote, if you do not become part of the system, you are not part of the system, and your complaints, you can suck my dick. I do not care.
And this is coming from me. If you don't vote, if you don't participate, shut the fuck up. Period.
But for the people that do vote, or the people that do care, or the people that want to vote in the future, I believe that you should follow. You have to follow your local area, and we're talking down to the school board level because, hey, guess what, people? You have kids, and what is going on with the school board matters to you. City, county, local, all this stuff. You have to actually research. Don't just because there's an R or a D behind their fucking name. You fucking have to look at their policies and understand what they're doing. I do not care about the R or the D.
Do you not think the R&Ds don't high five each other after every goddamn session?
By definition, Jimmy is a D. I'm an R by definition. And we completely disagree. But guess what? We agree on the whole of believing and voting for what you believe in. But because of the R and the D, y'all believe on completely different things.
I believe that you've got to put your voice out there, even if you don't think it's going to be heard. It's your fucking duty. It is your fucking duty. Look, I live, like I said, and I keep saying this, I live in the reddest county of the reddest state in America, and I respect the way that the majority of the people vote here. That's why I live here. I can't fucking, that's how the majority voted. I respect it. He's my senator. When Trump was the president, he was my president. I voted against him, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't my president when he was president. That's how the
Okay.
majority of Americans voted.
Jimmy, I gotta pause you for a second because
Yep.
everybody's about to leave because Jimmy just said he's gonna fire, or not Jimmy.
Chad.
Chad said he's gonna fire the after party. Everybody, I'm working on the 1080p version of these streams and all the stuff that I'm posting for my channel. I hate fucking putting forward like ads and stuff like that. But if you want to super chat for my channel, we are working for the 1080p, and the Clouds and Stouts is going off of my stream right now. So to get Clouds and Stouts, the 1080p as well, it's also for this channel. So if you want to support this channel, and if you believe that we're putting forth good content, I don't care if you support it or you don't support it. If you believe it's good content that goes forward to the nation and actually brings forth good
Hey, man,
idea and conversations.
Next
Please.
drunk philosopher, let's do something light, like was Jesus a real person?
we can do what we do, but that's also going to devolve into politics as well. But
It will.
but
Look, I think all of our politics and our governments evolved from the Roman Catholic Church, and it's just a form of control.
It's form of control, but I believe they have good teachings as well, as much as conform control.
Look.
I hope that oh shit.
Oh, Katie, hold on. Katie don't want the boob. Katie does want the boob girl. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Katie, I'm just saying, look at the look in her eyes. Like you can tell she really cares. Like she's a really brown eyes. But by the way, somebody asked earlier what color her eyes were. They are brown.
I don't care about her eyes. I'm just saying. Do you notice the bikini at the bottom? The bikini bottom. I love that she is not so self-contained where she won't pose herself, but like the way the bikini bottoms kind of like tuck into the body, and there's kind of the
little ripple.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I'm sorry, I get confused by.
She does like it. Bam. Oh, Mayberry's down with it.
I do not understand the concept of the left and the right where we have to fight each other. I believe that we should, as a society, oh my God. I believe as a society we should take care of each other, but not in a socialistic way that says if people that do not pay into it, they or people that don't vote into it, they don't get the fucking benefits. Period.
Well, I just want to know, how about the look in her eyes? Do you notice that?
Oh, that's time I'm gonna fuck you eyes here. Anyway, so Chad is gonna start the after part. Jimmy, I'm so glad
I love you, man, and I would lay my life down for you, brother.
And I would do the same for you. And I hope that everybody in the chat actually understands where the stream is going from, coming from. And I know we're kind of cutting it off abrupt. It's kind of abrupt. It feels weird.
Well, let's answer the question. Do we need a government?
I believe we do need a government, but I believe that the government should not have so much control over every aspect of our life. I believe they should take care of our borders and taxation, but taxation that is voted on by the people, that the people, when the voters talk about the government, I believe that's where it's the community and the church. And we didn't even get into that and stuff. But
we were going to do the church thing, but we were going to do that later. We're going to do that for another stream.
Oh, fuck, B Lady. I love you so
much. My goodness. B Lady is getting, she's getting the old school. Hold on, let me get down here to it. Holy shit. Your stuff is so messed up.
Thank you!
With that last super chat right now, I'm telling you the Thanksgiving version of Clouds and Stouts and all that stuff will be in the 1080p.
Yeah,
I that just put me over the edge to where I'm able to purchase.
We legitly love y'all. That's why we do this. We're not doing it for any other reason other than Groovy and I were sitting there talking one night, and we're like, why the fuck can't everybody do this exact conversation? And you should be able to.
But everybody in chat, people, I'm not against any of you, and Jimmy is not against any of you. That is the common misconception in the world today. Nobody is against you. You just have to find that common correlation
Yeah.
to
Don't be a
where,
victim. Don't play the victim shit.
yeah, fuck your victim mentality. I do not care about, oh, this is my past. I don't give a shit. It's what you're doing today and what you're going to go do in the future.
If you feel like things aren't going the way you think they should, fucking vote. That's all you can do. That if you don't vote, shut the fuck up and stay off of fucking social media.
Chad, are you ready, brother?
Is Chad ready to rock this shit?
I don't know. I can't fucking see.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Let me find.
Can we just ask the chat what they thought about tonight's show?
I think everybody loved it, man. They're wanting us to run for president and vice president, so I think it was pretty good stream.
I honestly want to know if this is worth it, because I'm telling you right now, I don't know about Jimmy, but I'm putting my career at risk for this.
Oh, you know I do every fucking time I do this, man. You know I do.
I just want to know if this is worth it. If it makes not change your mind, but if it actually makes you think, is it worth us doing these streams? And I hope y'all enjoyed it. I really do.
This is what we want to do.
It's not about money. It's not about anything else. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You actually got something out of it.
Yeah, this is what we want to do. We don't want to make everybody agree, but we do want to bring people together. Take a fucking step forward to your brothers and sisters. That's all I'm saying. Let your fucking guard down. Take a goddamn step forward. Quit trying to win an argument and just go in for the mouth hug.
Oh, the mouth hug?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, everybody says it's worth it. Of course they do.
I'm glad.
I'm telling you, I knew, like I said, when we were having a deep discussion and we were just talking about how we couldn't do this on live stream, and then we just both kind of looked at each other like, why the fuck can't we do this on a live stream? Like,
and
we're not
when everybody said we couldn't,
inappropriate.
and I'm telling you right now, this is just like the big dick energy I have. They said we couldn't, and I said yes.
Next week, Drunk Philosophers. Yeah, we come up with that concept and launch that show within 12 hours of us having that conversation.
Because I hate people telling me that I can't. I hate it. And we may be canceled, and we may not agree with everybody, but it's not about agreeing with anybody. This conversation between me and Jimmy is about the same conversation you would have with your friends in everyday life. And if you are too scared to have these conversations, or if the left and the right, or whatever the fuck you want to decide what it is, if it separates you and it makes you to where you're not friends, that's on you. And you need to have these conversations. And
so many people on who label themselves as right are so worried about being canceled by the left, and so many people on the left are worried about being, fucking shunned by the right. Fuck all that. Fucking say what you mean. Fly your fucking flag. Vote.
Jimmy, have I ever backed down from a conversation with you?
Hell no, you haven't.
Am I scared of cancellation?
No,
I'm not.
Big dick energy.
Is fucking Chad here?
Chad's already rocking, man. We got to go.
Is he did he post a link? Did he do anything? I
ain't seen shit. Chad, man, you got to help us out, dude. You got to throw something in the private chat, because at the end of Drunk Philosophers, it's very fucking hard for us.
I need you. Can you see? Because I can't see shit. Is Chad like getting ready for the pre-party? Can anybody see that?
Let me check Facebook.
Or whatever.
Let me check the evil Facebook. Hold on. Let me see if he posted something.
But everybody, while he's checking that, I hope y'all did get some out of this. I thoroughly enjoyed. This is like my highlight of 2 weeks. Now, understand these 2 weeks, like this week where we do 2 to 90 plus the Drunk Philosophers plus 2 to 90, is a very long week. But I do hope y'all actually get something out of it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope that our point of views not sway your opinion, but I just hope you listen.
No. I don't want to change anybody's fucking mind. I don't want to change your thought process. I don't want to change your mind. I just want you to know that it's okay to fly your flag and be yourself.
Oh
There
shit!
it
They
is.
said
It's in the
that.
private chat.
Okay. How long has it been going?
I don't know.
Let me see. Let me continue to screw with lava squirrel. Oh shit! Is he already started?
He has.
All right, let's fucking end this shit, man. Everybody in chat, for me and Jimmy, honestly, thank you for coming and watching this stuff. Thank you for listening. If we are seriously, shut the fuck up, Lone Star. You're in my ear, and I'm trying to talk to the people on my channel still.
Thank you guys for participating.
For everybody, I hope that we have had these discussion that where you have actually got something out of it. If you have not got anything out of it, we've wasted our time. But for the people that have actually listened to opposite sides of the spectrum, that's what it's all about. But we are going to
only
Chad,
opposite sides of the spectrum according to some people's labels. When it came down to it,
to
guess
labels.
what?
We're
Guess
pretty
what?
much
At
on the
the
same
end of the
page.
day, yeah,
But
we're
we are all
both
going to
fucking.
Lone Star's channel where he is doing the
Yeah,
after party. We love you all. We really do. And I
we
hope
do.
that you enjoyed the content today. And we will continue to do this content if y'all keep asking for it or if y'all keep liking it. If you don't like it, let us know. And then it'll be one last night of drinking where I don't have to be drunk as I go to work the next day.
We do we do sacrifice on these weeks, man.
But we love y'all. And everybody, Jimmy, thank you for being a partner in crime. I love you, brother. And you
I
and
love you,
me
man.
always, forever. We love you all in chat, and we will see y'all on the next Drunk Philosophers. Hopefully, y'all paid attention. Hopefully, y'all learned, and we will see y'all next time. Have a good night, guys.